All right, it's arm day. We are here at the home of famous Rhinos Fitness. Famous. Just gonna run an arm day today. Yesterday was shoulders, so today we're gonna do arms. Tomorrow's legs. Thursday will be chest, and Friday will be back. So we're gonna get on the arms today. We're gonna warm up. We're gonna do some high cable rows or cable curls. Arms out, and we're just gonna extend up. I just want to get some blood flow in there. That's all we want to do right now. Fill that bicep with some blood. Get it warmed up. Good. Take her up a little bit. The blood settle. Probably give her a minute or two. I'm gonna grab some water. You just stick it to my shirts. And then we'll do a second set after a sip of. All right, second set. A little heavier. All right, we're going up again. I don't like doing biceps with extremely heavy weight. Like once in a blue moon, I'll rip heavy weight and do 6-8 reps, dumbbell curls or whatever max. But most of the time, excuse me, gotta keep that volume high and the weight a little lighter with the biceps. I find for myself anyway, that you get better contraction, a better feel for it in the high rep range. I still will jump back and go a little heavier some days, but most of the time I keep that volume high and pump as much blood into the muscle as I can. Just it's a feel thing, and just keep firing it in there. So something that seems to work for most calves, I suggest training them the same with a little more volume. You know, the muscle groups are smaller, so you know, to me it's really about that burn and that feel going into it. Saying that, there's no wrong way. Like, still do everything. Like, what I don't like is when people talk about this way's right and this way's wrong, do it this way, da 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 da. Doesn't work like that. There isn't a wrong way. The people that have been doing this forever know that. It's the new people coming in that's been doing this 6 months, a year, 2 years, that think that there's still some magic formula that will get them from point A to B even quicker than what it's taken somebody to do in 20 years. There isn't. Consistency and intensity is number one. And then change shit up. Like, Don't be scared to go super heavy one day, a little lighter the next day with higher volume, depending on the muscle group. But you gotta stay consistent. Keep your training close to the same so you know where those markers are and you can change. Because if you're just fucking coming in and changing it all the time and you're new to this, you're never gonna know where you're at. So, and what you should do and what you shouldn't do. When I was younger, I used to train everything was heavy. Low reps, low volume, 6-8 reps max to the end, and just working sets, no intensifiers. It's important you do everything, high volume, low volume, heavy weight, little bit of lighter weight, not light, but you know what I mean. Intensifiers, straight sets, all of it. So that's my rant. There is no wrong way. Oh. Oh. Okay, those are done. Now we're gonna do a set of tries and then go back to buys after that. So we're gonna warm up the tries now. I'm gonna set that up and we'll get on it. All right, now we're gonna do the same thing with the tries. A little lighter, warm up, get the blood flow, warm up the muscle group. We're doing reverse grip pull downs, okay, on the straight bar. I love this exercise. It's probably my favorite tri exercise. It just seems to hit all 3 heads of the tricep, plus grip strength, and makes the forearms pop a little bit more too, as it hits those as well. So hands on the outside, arms tight, straight down, back up. Oh God, I can't stop coughing. Well, one of the biggest things I hear, oh my God, from clients is when we're doing this movement or teaching this movement, is it's hard on their hands, their forearms. They feel it here and here last. And the reason that is because the grip strength is weak and the forearms are weak. And it's an awkward movement pulling something down with weak wrists and forearms, keeping everything straight and down on a straight bar. The only thing that fixes that is time. All you can do is keep putting the reps in, the work in, the time under the bar. It'll get stronger and stronger and stronger. So all you can do is just keep repping it out, and the forearms and the grip strength especially will come real quick. And once that's built up, best movement you can do. All right, got some more weight on here. fun. Okay, we're taking a little break. Oh, I had to find out why I'm yawning so much. And grab some water. We're gonna do one more set with a back off on it. Oh, clearly have some breathing issues today, man, so bear with me. All right, we're gonna do a back off. Last movement on here, and then we're gonna do another bicep movement on some other, probably that machine over there. We'll figure it out. Ah! Ooh, that's fun. A hoot. Okay, so we're gonna move over to that part. I'll set it up somehow and get rolling. Little bicep work now. All right, so what we're gonna do here is kind of like a preacher curl, extended arm, leg supported preacher curl. Concentration curl, not preacher curl. It just, fuck, why am I yawning? Not even tired. It's just something I kind of, there's a nice machine I like to use. It's like a preacher curl, but your arms are extended out and you curl up, okay? So I wanted to come up with variations of anything that's got a preacher, like that type of style. And this is one of them. I like a lot of arm supported bicep curls, like anything that's supported, seated, even sitting down when your upper body supported makes a huge difference. So this exercise is like a concentration curl where your arm, your arm goes inside on a concentration curl. What we're gonna do here, so I'm gonna put my leg out. Oh, look, this bar is right in the fucking way. I'm gonna see if I can adjust this camera. This might get ugly, but just give me a sec, okay? I'm gonna move it over here. See if that helps. Does this work? Oh yeah, a little bit better. Okay, so what we're gonna do is your leg's gonna be out. You're gonna rest your arm on the top of your knee, and then you're gonna extend, curl the weight up, back out. Come back a little bit, just so I can extend more, up and down. And I've got, of course, I don't know if I explained it, but clearly I'm on a cable. So I'm using that weight as a negative with resistance on the way down, popping it back up. Like so. And we'll switch arms. For some reason this leg's always a little more funky than the other one. Harder to line up. I don't fucking know. Good. When you're doing it, you'll feel it stretch. You'll feel what I mean. You'll feel every curl, and then the stretch on the way out, and having your elbow supported on your knee makes a huge difference. So I'm going to try to switch this camera view, just so you can get maybe a side shot or something of it, just to see what it looks like. So, but I suggest doing this shit for sure. Alright, so I got a different angle here. Hopefully it shows a bit more, it might not, fuck. So again, arm on the leg, right at the ends of the knee, arm out. I'm going to come back just a bit more, and then straight up. Just going to say this also, don't use a dumbbell for this. You need a cable to get the resistance on the way down to control it. I mean, it's not even the same movement if you tried this with a dumbbell. So it's got to be used with a cable. Oh. Back a bit more. Good. All right. Take a break. All right, we're flying here. Now we're gonna give you this view. I don't know, man. I'm doing what I can do. Try this at home. Try this in your gym. Try it anywhere. It's a great bicep exercise. Again, don't use a dumbbell. It won't feel the same. You gotta have that negative. You have that resistance against you when you're doing it. So keep that in mind. Excuse me. Yep. Woo! Okay, those guys are done. You know, I was thinking about the dumbbell cable thing when I was just sitting here talking about don't use dumbbells on here. I think I use a lot more cables and machines now for arms than anything else. And I'll touch base about that in a second. My phone is ringing, so I must get that. Okay, what I was saying before my phone rang, I think I don't even remember, but it was basically like, I use a lot of cables and machines for arms now. I find I get more feel with machines and cables for arms, just with the negative and the resistance that goes along with it. that's me. The other thing is, all these fancy machines I never had when I was a kid. It sounds so fucking stupid. But I mean, we didn't. I grew up training on free weights, the odd machine, dumbbells, you know, everything. Like, it was just 90% free weights, 10% machines. And then machines started kind of coming in a little bit. Like, don't get me wrong, we had a room full of machines, but they were all shitty. Like, you didn't like them, you couldn't fit. I mean, they were one shape fits all kind of machines. So it was tough to use and get the feel for. Now we got these machines that just fucking, like Panada and fucking Atlantis and Prime and Arsenal, that, don't get me wrong, they still probably make some machines that aren't great for everyone. There's not one brand out there that makes the perfect machine for everything. It just doesn't work like that. But they're much more accommodating to the client or to the person using them, and user friendly. I mean, people that can't use machines, I mean, just look at it, look at the fucking diagram, and it's pretty easy to pull a pin and something moves and it lines up and the chair comes up and you're ready to go. Just people that are too anxious and worked up walking into the gym that can't figure this stuff out to begin with, so their mind's scattered. But those machines, I mean, I'll use machines now on most body parts over free weights. I still will have free weight, like dumbbell stuff. I don't bench press anymore. I use machines for that. There's so many great incline machines now, plate loaded, that work 10 times better. Nah, I don't know about that, but more safe now. You know, I was lucky never to fucking hurt myself ever training. I've had shoulder issues from the past, but it was never from training. So eventually it would have caught up to me benching. You know, it got to the point where when you've got 3.5 plates, 4 plates aside on benching, and you're not using a spotter, you're starting to get a little stressed. And I never had that issue before training. I never had anxiety before training until I started bench pressing heavy. And then I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, if you tear something or something pops on this weight, you're done. So I started to switch over everything chest-wise to either the Smith machine or just other Prime machines, Arsenal machines, that were just fucking amazing and worked just as good and safer. So that's kind of the route I went. Don't get me wrong, I said there's never one way to train. I still use everything. I just use less free weights than I used to use, but I still use them. And that's one way to look at things. So here I'm going to use a dumbbell, and we're going to do arm supported curls, single arm. I guess I should get a dumbbell. Arm's going to go at the top of the bench, flat, and just extend it straight out, back up. Any chance you get, I suggest using supported. No swing, all isolation on that bicep. It puts blood in there real quick, and I think you feel it 10 times more. But that's just one of my suggestions. Just like I did it with my arm on my leg on the last one. I take this weight up. Whew. All right. Pick the weight up a little bit. So we're gonna, same thing. Control this. Don't do any of this stuff quick. Smooth. Feel every rep. Keep your arm flat on the bench. Oh. 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 It's a little heavier. Whew. Whew. Wish I could fucking breathe today. That would be great. Oh. Oh, that's great. Whew. So what have we done? One, so we did a reverse grip tricep push down, high cable curl, seated concentration curl, cable concentration curl, and then a bench supported preacher curl, single arm. It's pretty good. We're gonna do one more set of these, and then we're gonna finish with one more tricep movement. Yeah, I was gonna say something about dip machines, but I don't have one to talk about here. I like to use a dip machine once in a blue moon for arms. And it's just about, people will be like, oh, that's for chest or tris. It's all positioning on those things. Same with, I'll do dips, straight leg and bent leg. They do two different things. So you want to kill your triceps, do straight leg and dips off a dip machine. Keep your body totally straight, no bend, up and down. Your triceps will scream. And I would suggest starting with it. Not starting with it, warm up first with a cable movement and then do it second. Do it earlier on in your in your arm workout, because I tend to leave it to the end. And every time I do that, I'm just like, why the fuck did I leave that till the end? I did like 10. So it's a hard movement. I mean, but it's worth it. It's worth it if you can do it. Oh. Oh. Oh, fuck. One more. Oh, fuck. That sucks. That hurts. Oh. Fuck yeah. Woo! Let's go. Oh. Oh. Right arm. Those are done. Let's put this shit away and carry on with another movement shortly. Alright, so we're going to finish with our single arm, reverse grip, cross body, tricep push-ups. What is this? Right here, down. Little late. Oh, good. So, you may say to yourself, Ryan, excuse me, you did that to start, but with both arms on a bar. True, but no. This is another one that's great for starting or a warm-up, single arm. The difference between single arm and straight bar reverse grip pull downs is number one, we're maximizing both arms at different times. So if you've got one arm stronger than the other arm, you can't have compensation from the strong arm with the movement. So it really isolates that tricep. The other thing is coming across your body, you're getting a bit more range. So the more range you're getting, the more tricep is activating and really comes almost right down to the elbow. With this guy, you don't get that full range like you would here. You're basically getting to about here. This makes a huge difference, okay? You can just feel that in your tricep with the difference between here and here. It's a totally, almost like a squeeze at the bottom, which is gonna even squeeze closer to the elbow, which is the tricep tendon too. So, they're different, okay? Every movement pretty much, no matter what bar I put on here, they're all different. You might think it's the same movement, but they're all different. They're hitting different parts of your tricep. The angles change everything. The bars change everything. They're all different. So just because you're doing this movement different fucking ways, they're all different, okay? All right, so this weights up a bit more. Oh, that's going to go up more too. In high school. Oh, we're gonna do one more set. Unless this is really light. It's hard to, one thing again, stacks, except for these two, are all different. What says 50 on here might be 30 at the gym I train at. on the days I'm not training in here. You know, everything's different, so you can't hang your hat on weight. You could be close, you know where your starting points are, but 50, 60 isn't the same as 50, 60 on that one, or 50, 60 on that one. Cables make a difference. How old the equipment is makes a difference. Just even when we put new cables on, you know, makes a huge difference in the slack, like how the weights move on there. It's a good starting point, but just because I could do 150 on this guy doesn't mean when I go to the gym over, you know, the other gym I train at, I'm not doing 230. And it's kind of like that. Like the reverse grip I do at the gym I train at, when I'm not here, I do about 180 on it. Here, I think I maxed out at 140. So that's what I mean. You just, everybody be aware of it. It's more important to know what rep range you should be in. Take it to the max on those rep ranges. If it's too light and you go past your rep range, take it up, you know. So if you do a 10 to 12 and you can do 13, 14, 15, that next set, take that fucking weight up. That's the best way to judge where you should be at on movements. Last one. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. Oh. Fuck. Oh yeah. That's fucking perfect. That felt great. Whew. It's arm day at Rhinos. My goal this week is to put a video up every day. I don't know why. It's just something I decided I wanted to do. So every training session I do this week, which will be 3 more for sure, we'll have a video. Now, will it be broken up and explained and me talking and shit like it is in this video? I don't know. Everyone's different. It just depends on where I'm at, where the day is, how much time I have, how busy the gym is. I'm not a big fan of talking to a fucking phone and camera in front of a full gym. I feel like a complete twat waffle. So you'll notice when I do a lot of the filming outside of here, unless it's somebody filming me, I'm just showing top sets or, you know, feeder sets, maybe 1 or 2, and that's it, and no talking. So I would really like to be able to do this every day with explanation and talking a little bit more with all the muscle groups, but it's just tough sometimes. So that's why some videos will have, you know, 1 movement on each exercise, and some will have 2. Today we did everything, and I didn't miss anything today. I always seem to miss an exercise when I'm in the other gym. Just seems like I forget to film something or whatever the case may be. So it kind of is what it is. It's, you know, just doing this for shits and giggles. Anyway, for the most part, keeps my head in the game. And I like it. I mean, it's fun, and maybe if somebody learns one thing from a video, that's it. Or learns that maybe there is more than one way to train. They change their mindset, or whatever the case would be. So we're out. Thanks for watching. This is my new signal, like gangster stuff. So out. I'm cool.